Hello, good evening, welcome to the Jeddah Street Circuit in Saudi Arabia. Formula 2 tonight. And we are looking towards the end of the season now. Race 10, it's going to be a good one this. Always fun at the Jeddah Street Circuit. I will say, even with these tanks, you hit a wall here at high speed and we can see people DNFing tonight. We have our usual one-shot qualifying, and then we have a sprint race which is reverse top 10 on the grid, and the feature race which is 14 laps long tonight. Jeddah, a favourite circuit of steering wheel users normally, and that's not surprising. It's such a fast, precise circuit that the steering wheel users do tend to favour this more. Hopefully no connection issues this week. We had that last week, so fingers crossed that both EA and Codemasters behave with the connections. So we're just waiting now for everyone to lobby up. I think we've got between 14 and 17 tonight. I'm not sure the exact number. I should know, to be honest. So that's on me. I'm just preparing everything right now, getting myself a drink and whatnot. So let's have a quick look, shall we, in just a second. Just have a quick drink. Right, let's have a look at the standings then, this season. It's been a while since we've looked, of course. Let's see. Let's start with the constructor, shall we? And we have an 18-point gap, that is all, between the Premier and the MP Motorsport. So that's going on right now, and just behind that, just 31 points behind the lead, on 206 points are the Tridents. So very, very much everything to play for. So we've got tonight and then 4 races more, and a lot of teams in it. We've got the Dams, obviously. There's 63 points behind. They're still very much in with a shout as well. As for the Drivers' Championship, well, we can see at the points gained that Dreamer 51 points in the lead at the minute. Essentially, it's 59 because of Reese not being here. Get well soon, Reese. We're all thinking about you, by the way. So he's got a 59-point lead to Ice One. Pandaman Gaming just behind that. Not many points in that. Just 6 points between Pandaman Gaming and Ice One. Then we've got Quentin on 107, just 2 points behind Pandaman. After that, we've got just Dave and Tim in 7th, who's only participated in 3 races and he's 7th in the championship. We all know what he's all about, so yeah, no surprise there. For those wondering, the one race that I took part in this season, I'm 21st in the championship, which I'm cool with. I'm going to take that. I'm not even the last point scoring driver either, so that's good to see. Anyway, back to the serious stuff. We're just coming in 2 minutes. Yeah, no worries. Won't take too long. It's a one-shot qualifying, and we're already past time, so need to get on that. We got 12 in so far. I think we're missing at least a couple more. We'll see who ends up in the lobby. I'm sure I counted 14 definites and 3 maybes. Oh, look who's back! Actually, here he is. Second place in the championship. He's got a lot of catching up to do. But it's the main man, Reese. We've been thinking about him. We've been mentioning him every week. And it's great to see him back. So we have an extra dynamic tonight. That's for sure. Of course, you can see Paynes is in there as well. So Reese, Paynes and Tim all going to be looking for big points. I think what Dreamer's got now at the minute is a fantastic advantage, in as much as he has the points, and that's going to be important. Just Dave's here in the Campos Racing car, as you can see. So another one that's going to be looking to pull out all the stops, or none of the stops in the sprint race, and win this race. So yeah, very interesting. Dave's got 2 wins this season already. Paynes obviously he won the last race. Tim's won 1 out of the 3. He's actually finished second in the other 2. It's Reese though, 2 wins. Not been here for 4 weeks. Because he finishes so highly, he's still there. Our championship leader Dreamer's got 1 win, 3 second positions and 2 thirds. So definitely having a good one. You can see quite a few different winners. Ice One, who's in 3rd, has only been on the podium twice, but has been very consistent, and that is the key in this league, I think. Just being consistent. Don't take too many risks. Race your own race. Stay out of trouble, and you're probably going to pick decent points up. That's what I did anyway. So the countdown is on, and we're going to go straight into one-shot qualifying, remember, so no messing around. You get the 1 lap. I think we'll try and get on with a returning driver, Reese, here, if we can. Oh, I can stop charging my controller up as well. Right, waiting for everyone to set their cars up. You see, daytime qualifying, different perspective on the track. It's always obviously better to look at from a spectator's point of view at night. It's all lit up, but you're just going to see a little bit different during the day. Zero chance of rain here unless somebody's manually put it on, which I did at one point during a season. And surprised everyone. There's Reese currently in ninth. I keeps no. There he is. There we go. On board with Reese. We want to get Reese on. His first race back. Bless him. So you can see we'll be very tight to the wall here, but it is quite dangerous. Yeah, lifting off. The right, left. High chance of penalties here for track limits, even though it's a tight street circuit. Very easy to overdo it. But running 7th, Reese. As you can see, the names changing positions. That is a live standing. Might take Reese a few laps, maybe the sprint race itself, just to get settled back into driving again. As Quinton has retired from the session, so 13th for both racers. But only the top 10. Oh, I mean, that's a bit cheeky. Only the top 10 will be reversed for the sprint race. Here comes Reese around the final left-hander. The DRS enabled, and let's see where he's going to finish. Currently 6th. Really close there, by the way, between Dreamer and Just Dave. Last qualifying over. That is it. It's one shot. That's what you get here in the Formula 2 League. All or nothing. Quite surprised Reese didn't get an invalidated lap time, but slowed down enough that he didn't take advantage. But that's the grid. So it's Paynes and Tim on the front row, followed by Dreamer in 3rd, and then Dave, Nade, Reese, Ice One, Aiden, Craig, Shane, Ace, and Timber and Quentin at the back. Very unfortunate. So Dreamer, very quick once again. Look at that between Dreamer, Just Dave and Nade. Really close. And then the big gap is to Reese. But we're going to see Shane and Craig on the front row of the grid, followed by Aiden, Ice One, Reese, Nade, Dave, Dreamer, Tim and Paynes during the sprint race. There we go. Slightly overcast, still not going to rain. Sprint race time. Don't want to be pitting in at any point during a sprint race. That is going to set you back too far. See there on the right, medium tyres out in the garage. So I wonder if that's an indicator of what tyres they're actually going to use right now. Okay then, we're underway. Shane and Craig on the front row there, teammates, but they always have a fantastic battle. And everyone looks to be getting through okay. Ice One up into 4th, Reese making moves. Oh, Ice One, oh, so we've got cars all over the place here. So Nade and Tim, I think, both with problems at the start. Let's see, can Nade get going again? Looks like it. Timber is out. Let's see if Nade can pass. He can be on the left-hand side. Oh! And Nade into the wall. Cheeky track reset. Not supposed to do that, but he's in last place anyway. So yeah, plenty of incidents. Back to the top. Shane losing out here in 4th position. Got to defend from Paynes. Unfortunately, cannot do so. So we have a good start for some drivers, terrible start for others. Dave's in 2nd position. That looks ominous for everyone else. Payne's in 4th. Giasanos has just joined. Fortunately, Slightly too late for the sprint race, but I'm sure he'll take part in the feature race. Craig with a bit of a weird line there. Has lost 3 places. Get on board with Craig, actually. He's got a good view of the top 3. As you can see, Payne's making the move on Aiden. The Ice One moving up over his teammate there, Quinton. So lap 2 of 10 now. Oh, and Payne's, oh! He's lost out big time there. You see he's still going. Very difficult. I don't think he took damage. I think he had a little touch as he was coming back on the track. So Payne's down to 7th. Just Dave now. Let's get the penalties on, actually. Oh, 10 seconds for Nave, who's just retired from session. Let's get the penalties on. You see Aiden's got 3 seconds. Dave's pulling away now, looking really quick. Ice One's under a lot of pressure here from not only his teammate, but also Tim and Payne's. Quinten trying to do the job for the team here, holding the drivers behind up as much as possible. Payne's has gone through on Tim. While those two are battling, that's good for... Yep, Quinten's gone through. That's good for these, though. If the guys behind are battling, you can see a long DRS train being formed. Quinten, did he take a track limit warning there? Further down, Reese making his way through the pack. Struggling. Dreamer is no slouch, we know this. He's winning the championship for a reason. Nice One's lost out on 2 positions there. Dave puts in the fastest lap of the race. Everyone jockeying for position, 2-3 wide in some places. Reese really trying to get on the back here. Is he going to try and cut down the inside? Oh, he's took a bit of a dodgy line there. Yeah, you have to back out there. Just you don't want to. Obviously, doesn't want to incur any penalties for an illegal overtake. On board with Payne's though, chasing down Tim still. Dave now has a almost 2-second gap to Aiden in 2nd position, which is highly impressive. We're only on lap 3. Payne's there, struggling slightly with oversteer. Yeah, didn't take any damage with his incident, so... Oh, Tim side by side with someone there. Craig down into 6th. So both all of Quinten, Tim and Payne's going through. As you can see, Payne's trying to take it around the outside. Now goes looking on the inside. Both have DRS. Payne's with the inside line. He's managed to get through. What's the exit going to be like? This is the battle for 2nd position. You can see 4 cars now. Payne's puts in the fastest lap of the race. Tim's going to come back. Is he going to have enough? Yeah, I think Payne's has kind of boxed himself in a little bit. He's done well there. He's done very well to hold his position. I think Tim has damage. He has front right end plate damage, and aerodynamically he's going to be struggling. Still, here's Aiden, who is in 2nd position. Yes, does have a 3-second penalty, which would put him down to 5th currently. But while he's pulling away from Ice One, the worst he's going to be is 5th. 3.2, almost, yeah, 3.3 the gap now between Aiden and Dave. Dave is really pulling away here. Aiden's kind of holding the drivers behind him up. Well, these are all battling for position. Quinton now looking to try and make a move. Looking to get through, and does get through. Looks like he's got wing damage of his own to contend with. Yeah, ran really wide there. You see his front left end plate. Very much damaged there. Tim gets through on Paynes. They're swapping position once again. But oh, 4 wide. Oh, but a big touch there. I think it was Quinton and Paynes together. Oh, and Aiden's out. Quinton's facing the wrong way. Aiden in the wall. Was running really well. Was going to be 5th at worst. You see Quinton's dropped down to 9th. And Paynes and Tim now have pulled out a good gap here. Quite a fortunate one. Ice One's took 3 seconds. That's going to be costly. Quinton's retired from the session too. Lots of damage here, and loads of incidents. Hopefully, not so many incidents like this during the feature race. We'll have to see. Tim's struggling to keep within a second, and he does have wing damage. Reese now up to 4th, by the way. He's a good 4 seconds behind Tim, but doing very well. Is that damaged car? I mean, it feels like I'm saying that about nearly everyone. Got Ice One chasing behind. I think he'll be alright with being 4th right now. Ice One with DRS. Doesn't have any damage. No, that section of DRS there. It's more about setting yourself up for the run here with DRS and obviously the start-finish straight. One thing that's good about Jeddah, lots of good DRS zones where it's going to get you close enough where on the start-finish straight you're probably able to make a pass. Here we go then. Ice One has gone through. We've got Paynes down into third now. Tim's managed to get through. Now this, I think that might have been a mistake from Paynes. You see he's also got front left end plate damage. You see that front wing. So Paynes struggling to keep it within a second of Tim now. The battle though on track that's the closest is Reese and Ice One. Ice One getting dragged along very nicely with the DRS, managing to stay within a nice distance, but he needs to open a gap. Right now he's going to lose 2 positions when he finishes because of the 3-second time penalty that he has incurred. So we will have to see if he just tries and makes the overtake, makes the pass and tries to pull away, because he's not really gaining any time compared to Craig. Not enough. He can go around the outside now. Makes the move, makes the pass, but now he's got to defend into the start-finish straight. You see Paynes now is 1.2 seconds behind Tim. Dave has ran away with this. 5.1 seconds the lead he has. Quinton's left the session, but he'll be back for the feature race. There you go, Reese retaking the position. That's why I thought mistake to make the pass before the start-finish straight. If your opponent who's directly behind you has a good exit and they get that DRS, you can be struggling. And as you see, Ice One has moved to 1.2 seconds behind Reese now, and will be giving DRS to Craig. Let's get back up for the battle for second then. Here we've got Paynes. Just about half a second behind. 3 seconds for Shane there for multiple track limit warnings. Lap 7 of 10, so we're getting through these laps thick and fast. Payne's losing time here. Dreamer now getting into DRS range on Craig and Ice One. So that could be one to look out for. So if you just quickly look back, you can see rear wing open, DRS enabled, so going to really push Tim. Paynes obviously knows that he's got to have a better exit and use the DRS on the start finish straight, which he has. Going all the way on the inside, side by side now these guys, and Paynes has managed to go through. Just Dave getting 3 seconds, so and Tim with a little shunt on Paynes there. Nothing too bad. So 6 seconds the gap. It's actually 3. If Dave gets another penalty, this race is really anyone's to win or lose. Back down to the battle for 5th then. Here is Dreamer. Himself and Craig looking to chase down Ice One. Ice One will drop places because of his 3-second penalty. Dreamer will look to try and at least get through on Craig, give himself 5th position and a decent amount of points. You can see Dreamer's carrying damage there, front right end plate damage. It's unreal the amount of cars that are damaged around here. As I say, just staying out of the way and doing your own thing, you're picking up good points. You see the lights are on now at the here in Saudi Arabia at the Jeddah street circuit, and it's not night time, but you know, visibility will have decreased, so the lights are on. A few clouds in the sky. No rain though. The Dreamer having the same problem that everyone seems to have when you're third in that DRS train. It's hard to overtake the guy in front of you because they've also got DRS, and then the guy in front of that is impossible to overtake because he's too far in front. But Craig looking to make a move now as we start lap 9, unable to do so, which gives Dreamer a good opportunity here. He's had a good exit. Let's see what he can do. He has got through. He's got through nice and clean there on Craig, so up to 6th position. Knowing that Ice One has that penalty, it's going to put him into 5th. So yeah, very interesting. Tim taking a 3-second penalty, that's going to be costly for him, and it could be worse because Reese is only 3.8 behind, so if Reese can make up a second in these last couple of laps, Tim might not even get a podium here in the sprint race. Still the battle rages on for 5th place. Of course on lap 10 we'll go to the leader and we'll see him across the line, and it looks like it's going to be just Dave. But Paynes has closed the gap, to be fair. He's took half a second out as Dreamer goes through on Ice One there. Ice One trying to take the position back. He's had to cut the corner, so he's had to slow down there, and he's going to be under real trouble, real pressure from Craig. He's unable to take advantage. Dreamer's managed to break the DRS, or has it? Maybe Ice One just gets it. He does need it. No, he's not got it, so a good chance for Craig here if he can get close enough. Not quite. He's got this last lap to try and win the position on track. He does know as long as he stays within 3 seconds of Ice One, then he will take that position. Gap now between Tim and Reese. It's less than 3 seconds, so Reese could be on for a podium here. He's got to have a good, steady last lap. Yeah, gap 3.9. He's not quite got enough. He's getting closer, but not quite. 3.7 now the gap. I think we'll stay with Craig and Ice One for now. Looks like this is the only position really up for grabs on track, at least, as we know Ice One will drop back. Yeah, Reese doing an amazing job, but not quite able to close the gap enough. We're going to go up to Dave as he comes round the final corner, and he's going to come over the line and take this sprint race. And it's been a good race for him. There you go, maximum points in the sprint race for Dave. Here comes Paynes in second. He's going to have Tim just behind in third position, and unfortunately Reese not quite able to get close enough and overtake for a podium. Dreamer in fifth. Look at this, Ice One and Craig side by side. Craig is going to take it because of Ice One's penalties. We have Shane coming round the last corner right now in 8th position. Lots of incidents during this sprint race. As I said, even though these cars are like little tanks around this circuit, it's very, very difficult. So Ace about to cross the finish line, the final finisher in 9th position. And let's get up to Dave with his celebrations, and a very good victory for him there. Sure he's delighted with that. There is no driver today. It's a fallacy because we've got a feature race as well. There he is. He's took his wheel up to the podium with him. I don't know where he's put that, but he's storing it somewhere. He's going to get his trophy there for the sprint race. Very happy. Look, thumbs up. The Campos Racing team ecstatic with that win. Paynes with that second position, still with the extra points in qualifying. That was good. We're going to go into the feature race momentarily. You see there, Paynes did get the fastest lap. No bonus, I don't think. Oh, there is it. Yeah, so he got the fastest lap. He got an extra. Did he get an extra point? No, so it'd be 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, no, he didn't get an extra. He did get an extra point, sorry. Confusing myself. Leave me alone. But, yes, we are about to start the feature race of the evening. 14 laps, 1 mandatory pit stop, which could make a big difference. Strategy and an undercut could be the difference between a win and a loss. But as we've seen with the amount of incidents, an undercut, if that puts you back into some sort of traffic, that could be a high-risk strategy too. But we'll see. Once again, it's not night time. This is Formula 2. The Formula 1 race, of course, is a night race. And, yeah, let's see how everyone gets on. Chance for everyone to just take a breath for a moment too, because that was an action-packed race we just saw, and everyone can calm down, reset. I'm actually freezing cold, but both of my cats have trapped me where I am, so I'm going to have to put up with that for the race. Here we go then. Lights out, we're underway, and a good start from Reese over Nade. Looks like everyone got away cleanly. Let's hope we don't have any incidents. Giathanos, as you see, up to 13th from 14th. Craig not have a great start there. We've got Nade in a wall, Timber as well, so already we're starting with some incidents. But those at the front have got away, and got away quite cleanly, so it's Payne's, Tim and Just Dave. Reed's in 5th. Keep an eye out for him. If he can overtake early, get on the back of the front 3, we could have a 4-way race here for the win. This is where Dreamer needs to do as much as possible here. It's going to be tough for him. We know there's a lot of fast drivers today. Look at that, already 2 seconds behind Dreamer. We'll just check actually. So everyone aside from Quinton using medium tyres. We saw the medium tyres went the full length of the sprint race. So looks like everyone's going for a longer strategy. Ace down into 12th. We've got yellow flags out. And we've got a VSC actually. Don't see many of these. Dave has dropped down to over 2 seconds back. So that's because the front 2 have sped off a little bit. Yeah, you can see, close the gap. And don't get done for speeding under the VSC. That's all I can say. You don't want to get a drive through. That would be Ace with 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, it's a tough one. He's carrying damage. Puts in fine, but he's still going to get that 10 seconds at the end of the race. He'll have to pit again and take this penalty, otherwise it will be added on to his finishing time. VSC still out, and not under green flag conditions yet. Reese dropping quite far back here from Dreamer, which is surprising. Unless it's Dreamer absolutely going for it. And there we go. Ace speeding under the VSC is going to have a drive-through penalty. And he's also got 10 seconds. So yeah, a bit of a disastrous virtual safety car there. But we're back underway racing, and Tim and Paynes have already opened a significant gap here to 3rd position. Dreamer doing a great job in 4th. He's trying his absolute hardest to maintain that position, and he's doing a good job. Craig going through on Giafanos for 10th position. DRS is now enabled, so we'll see how that affects things here at the front and throughout the whole grid, really. With the medium tyres, we know that they can do 10 laps, so we might see longer strategies. Just hitting near the end onto super softs. It's always a possibility. We have caution in sector 1. I think that's Timber. Craig now passing Quinton. From 9th position, he's going to be trying to catch up his teammate Shane. They always have a great battle between them, those two. Alright, Tim is in a nice position here. DRS has allowed him to get very, very close. Now, generally the strategy is to stay behind and go for it on the start-finish straight. But when the opportunity is like that, so clear, Tim has to take it and go through. Reese now has got through on Dreamer, by the way, with help of DRS. Dreamer's going to get that back. Tim's just put in the fastest lap of the race. Paynes has retaken first position. As you can see, Dreamer's retaken fourth. So, lots going on. Oh, Nade and Craig there. Looks like Nade's, yeah, managed to retake his position. Giathanos closing the gap there on the top 10. Big gap between Nade and Shane though, so he is under a bit of pressure. Back up to the top then. Tim once again finds himself in second position. It's like Paynes is locking up a lot, and oh, big snap of oversteer there as well. Really got the car on the limits. Tim is Mr. Cool himself though, isn't he? He knows his strategy and what he's going to do and where he's going to attempt an overtake. I think maybe the strategy from Tim right now in overtaking before the start finish line, which you've seen him do and he's about to do again. So he does it in this DRS zone. He's trying to get into Payne's head. So if Paynes can't get through before the start-finish line, then it's just like a little victory for Tim. It's like, okay. So if that, it's like, you can keep trying to overtake me, but if I do that on the last lap, it's over for you because you can't get through before the start-finish line. Reese tucked in behind Dreamer then, ran into the first couple of turns, has managed to get through. Dreamer has had to make some evasive manoeuvres there, so we have Reese into fourth position. We're looking to close down Dave, who is in a bit of no man's land right now. This front two have managed to drag themselves along and create quite the gap already. I mean, I say already, we're already over a third of the way through the race. So, these races do go quick. The laps obviously take longer, but you do have to be patient, but not overly so. It's not like, you're not getting 30 laps or whatever to do this. It's 14 laps, and this is the feature race, so the longer of the two races. So, if the move's on, sometimes you've got to take it. You do have a preferred strategy, of course. Mine is overtaking on the start-finish straight until the last lap, which I will try and overtake, as Paynes is doing now, before the final corner. But because of the nature of the race and how short the length is of the race, you do have to take that into account and sometimes just make the move when it's on. So Timber gets 3 seconds. We've got Dreamer taking 3 seconds, which right now isn't going to cost him anything. Aiden's gone through on Ice One there, by the way, for 6th position. As you see, side by side, Ice One just backing off a little bit from Aiden there. He's unable to shake Dreamer, and I'm sure Dreamer will be happy with that. He's got about 0.8 of a second as it stands over Aiden. He's dropping though. He's had a bit of an awkward few corners there. That section of corners is very, very difficult. It's easier to lose a lot of time than it is to gain. back to the front then, as we see another 3 seconds. I think that was Shane. I did mention during qualifying that it's very easy to incur track limit penalties here, even though it's a tight street circuit. Both Shane and Craig getting 3-second penalties. Teammates there supporting each other. Tim going around the inside. Interesting strategy this. Left the overtake until late. Didn't get DRS though. Haynes did, and will be looking to overtake as soon as possible, which he does. Oh, a slight bit of contact there. Nothing to worry about though. Ace gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Ice one with 3 seconds as well. All these penalties, as they keep coming in, they're going to start negating each other. Because for example, if you look at Craig and Shane, well, any advantage Craig could have by not having a penalty has gone because he's got the same amount of penalties as Shane. So I don't have a look for that. Thanos from the back of the grid up into 11th position, by the way. If you can get within 3 seconds of Craig, he will move up. As Quinton overtakes Timber. I think there's been a pit stop taken there. Let's just check again the tyres. Yeah, as you can see, Quinton's come in for the mediums, started on the super softs. Timber's gone on super softs. He's going to try and take them half a race, well, over half a race. Not too sure about that. That's something we'll have to look out for. As Tim goes through once again into first position. And we'll look to hold that position until after the start finish line. And in comes Paynes then. Ooh. Just about made the pit limit there. Dave's gone through, and you'll see others go through. Yeah, Reese, Dreamer, Aiden, Ice One, Made, we'll all go through. You see here the pit crew. It's bare bones compared to Formula One, so your pit stops do take a lot longer. Let's see where he comes out then. He comes out in 7th. Tim gets 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Paynes is going to be well happy with that. So the undercut is on because he's got some clear track here. He's 3.5 behind Nade. Obviously everyone who's above him has yet to fit in. Aiden with 3 seconds too. But yeah, that clear air here that he's getting here is going to be hugely important. It's allowing him to try and make some gains in terms of time and get Tim a couple of seconds behind when he comes in and changes his tyres too. Has to be careful here though, Paynes. Nade and Ice One, although they're not fighting Paynes for position, they've yet to pit in. They're fighting each other for position, so they don't necessarily have to do the courteous thing and let Paynes through. Paynes getting DRS though is massive. That's huge. So Tim is in the pits. Reese has gone through into first position. He's leading the race. He won't be for long because he's yet to pit in, but he is leading the race. The main thing we want to see though, isn't it, is Paynes. He's up to 4th, 3rd. Yeah, Tim's going to be coming out. Look at that. He's about 3 seconds behind. Paynes more than that even. So just that one lap of difference. Paynes has made a really good gap on his rival there. Tim is going to want to get through on ice one as soon as possible. Those tyres are obviously going to be far superior in terms of their performance. They're super softs, and they're doing the job. You can see 3.8 the gap between Tim and Paynes, so needs to really get his foot down. Payne's almost within DRS range. He is actually now within DRS range of Aiden. So there you go. Going to be able to make some more time. I think he's going to go through as soon as possible, because that, you know, he doesn't have to worry about Aiden in terms of actual position. Aiden yet to pit in. So yeah, through goes Paynes. Let's see Tim. Yep, he's going through as well on Nade. These older medium tyres now, their performance will have very much fallen off. In comes Aiden. So Tim is now directly behind Paynes. 3.5 seconds the gap. Tim does have that 3-second penalty. Paynes has managed to keep it very clean up until now. Dave back up into 4th position with his stop made. A race leader is Reese, who's going to lose quite a few positions, I would imagine, when he comes into pit. But he's currently holding the race lead, and he'll probably, I would imagine, try and go for the fast lap late on too. So big gaps at the minute. Look at that, Dave. He's got a almost 10-second gap between himself in 3rd and himself and Giathanos in 4th, who's yet to pit in as well. Giathanos in 5th. My apologies. So let's check Dreamer's tyres. Yeah, he's on the super softs. So has already pitted in. I think would it just be yeah, just Reese and Giathanos to pit in. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of movement here. Yeah, Giathanos having to make way for Dreamer. And a good job so far though. Giathanos came in, no practice time. He missed the he missed qualifying in the sprint race, but he started on the back of grid and he's looking good. In comes Reese then. Let's see how far down he's going to end up. So that's Dave that's going to be coming through now. There we go. Dave through into 3rd position. Just looking down the grid. He's far enough in front of Dreamer, where it's not going to be a problem. So Reese out in 4th position, nice and comfortable on very fresh super soft, so he can really push this. Don't think that's a bad strategy from Reese, you know. If you're going to stay out long, stay out and fully go for it. Giathanos still yet to pit, losing positions left, right and centre here. He's going to be down in at least 12th position. I think the time to pit was on that last lap. You see Nade now is looking to make the pass. Will do, down the inside. Giathanos now down to 8th. His tyres holding on for dear life right now. Yes, we saw them do 10 laps in the sprint race, but I would imagine they were very worn by the end of said sprint race. Aiden now has got within a second of Dreamer. They both got the same amount of penalties, so that could be something to look out for. 3.2 now the gap between Tim and Paynes, so it's evened out a little bit, but Tim looks like he might have a little bit more pace. Obviously his tyres are 1 lap fresher, so it could be something to look out for, at least on track. There we go then. Aiden, DRS enabled. to close the gap on Dreamer. Not sure he's going to get close enough to make the pass this lap though. Giathanos finally coming into the pits. So that allows Ice One to move up to 8th position. I think Giathanos is going to be looking at 12th position here. We've got yellow flags somewhere. I'm just trying to find out where they are. They're on turn 1. That might be 8 actually. No, it's not. So there we go. Giathanos down to 12th. He's got he's got enough of a gap to Quinton that he will just be 12th. That 12 of 14 then. Gap not closing at the front. So we're going to get on with Aiden, who's looking to chase down Dreamer. Battle for 5th position. Dreamer obviously wants to finish as high as possible, as does everyone, but especially for the championship. Both these guys are going to lose out to Nade, who has no penalties right now. So if Nade can stay penalty free, and within 3 seconds of Dreamer, he's going to move up 2 positions. Aiden does have DRS. He's going to make the pass, or is he going to wait? They're both kind of playing the waiting game there. Who wants a DRS? I think it's Aiden that's going to get it. But what that's done, it's allowed Nate to close the gap. Aiden's going to surely get through this time. No. Oh yeah, he's going to try. Now you see, and look, Nade's gone through. Nade now up to 6th position. So Aiden there, I think he didn't quite fully commit to it, and I think that's cost him there. Nade now going to be chasing down Dreamer. Doesn't have to pass, but obviously if he does, it makes things easier for him. Almost side by side, not quite, but now we are, and he's got through. He's managed to get through. I think he's going to have to back off a little bit though. There isn't really room for 2 cars in some of the points here. 3 seconds more for Craig, so 6 seconds total. Giathanos on those fresh tyres, he could close the gap enough. He might be able to finish 11th here. Nade now does go through on Dreamer, but side by side, Nade just tucking in behind. As I mentioned, not the easiest place to make a pass on. Slowly now, yeah, he's gone round the outside. 2 trailer park girls, and he is up into 5th position. By the way, Reese there going through on Dave. Yes, the 3 seconds are going to make a difference in the end. Dave will retake that position, but Reese on the comeback trail. It's his first race back since his sabbatical, and he's in 3rd position. Dreamer's managed to get through once again on Nade. Again, Nade doesn't need to overcommit. We're on lap 14 of 14. He knows that as long as he stays within 3 seconds of both Dreamer and Aiden, he will take 5th position anyway. The thing now is to race clean and race well within the track limits. Oh, slight touch there. He's gone round the outside. 2 trailer park girls once again. But Dreamer just about managing to hold him off, but not anymore. There you go. A caution in sector 1. I think if we go up to the top, Paynes is about to win this race. Craig gets another 3 seconds for corner quitting. That is definitely going to have him finish behind Giathanos. But here comes Paynes over the line to take 1st position. Tim gets the 2nd. Ace, big brain in there, and he had to do a lap less. Here comes Reese. Pulled out a decent gap there on the last lap, but I think Dave knew he had to just keep within 3 seconds. So Dave will take the final podium place. Here's this big battle then for 5th position. A big touch of the wall there from, I think, Dreamer. It's going to be Nate that takes it. And Dreamer will get 6th, Aiden 7th. A bit further down, here comes Ice One for an 8th position. Another good solid race for the man that's in 3rd position in the championship. Risto will close the gap on Dreamer in the championship standings. Here comes Timber then, and then Shane, who actually, because of time penalties, will get 9th position. Timber will get 10th. Here's Giathanos now, who's actually overtaken Craig on track, 11th position. Craig 12th, Quinton 13th, and that is going to be the race. As I say, Ace has already crossed the line, so that's our final standings. Payne's there with a fantastic pit strategy. Made it work out for him to take the feature race win. Incredible scenes here at Jeddah. Lots of action, lots of incidents, great racing. And that's always the case in this Wednesday night Formula 2 League. You see, on the top step, very happy. Just a simple celebration. Just the old reserve English celebration. Just a little fist pump, and that's it. Doesn't get too emotional. Got to focus on the next race, of course. That is going to be it for tonight, though. And as you can see, a fantastic race weekend for Paynes. Tim did get the fast lap, by the way, in the feature race, so an extra point there. But yeah, as I say, that's going to be it for tonight. And I'd just like to remind you all, on Sunday, we've got round 11 now of the Formula 1 League. That starts at 7 PM UK time. So don't forget to tune into that. And what a league that is, and what a championship that's turning out to be. But here, the F2 League, round 11 next week. Same time, same day. Aside from that, I'd like to thank everybody that watches the video, either live or after the fact, of course. Always a pleasure to be doing this. And to end every stream, I'll say the same thing as I always do. Thank you to Ice One for bringing me into the league as a commentator. And a special thank you, as always, to the boss man Ace for allowing me to continue to be the league commentator for the league. So thank you very much to both of you guys. As always, it has been a delight to be able to bring you this footage and to commentate for you. And I hope to see you on Sunday. So enjoy the rest of your week. And of course, we have Formula 1 Overload this weekend, first race of the season as well. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday.